Happy August. How's it going? It is August 2nd today, focus of the week time for us. And I'm actually going to focus us for the whole month. August is one of my favorite months of the year, and I'm going to tell you why. I am really excited that we're in August. About 5 years ago, I found myself in a bit of a spot in August where I was like, I need to figure out where I want to be next year. And I had this epiphany that I can't wait till the first of the year to do a New Year's resolution. I need to start planning for the new year in August. And about 5 years ago, I started doing that. And every year since, I have made my New Year's resolutions for the following year in August. And I'm recommending that we do that as a team, as a group. And I'm bringing that concept to you because I think it really helps you frame out the next year and set some intentions. We can't wake up one day on the 1st, January 1st, and say, poof, we're going to change and we're going to do all these things. And I think if we look at the last few years, and just look at our track record, typically people want to get a little healthier and they want to maybe do some things from a work perspective, do some things from a life perspective and a family perspective. So I kind of categorize all of those pieces out and I say, okay, what do I want to do from a work perspective? What do I want to do from a fitness perspective? And what do I want to do from a family perspective? And I create goals against each of those and create intentions and New Year's resolutions. And I do all of that in the month of August. So part of that for me is framing out where I want to be and what I see the next year. So next year, 2022, actually love the number, really digging that. Looking forward, I think, to saying goodbye to 2021. It's had its ups and downs already, and we're coming into some challenging times, I think, as we send our kids back to school. And I think we've got a few more hurdles ahead of us. So as we look towards 2022, I just really like to look towards some positivity and figure out where we want to be. For me, 2020, I started lane marketing. And as I look to 2022, it's like, what am I going to do with that? How am I framing that out? I'm actually creating an entire new division of lane in 2022. And I'm setting all of my intentions and my New Year's resolutions for lane right now in August. So I'm getting DISC certified, which I think I mentioned to you guys before. And I'm creating an entire DISC certification section and offering and in conjunction with OKRs. So really putting some framework. I know I'm going to have to set some goals against all of that and put some framework together in order to really be able to hit the ground running. I think for me, the biggest part of this is I want to hit the ground running on the 1st of January. I don't want to start my intentions on the 1st of January. So 1/1 is go. And in order to go on 1/1, I got to set my intentions now. So that's a bit of what I'm doing with Lane. From a family perspective, my daughter's going to college. So as we look to next year, what is that going to look like for us? My son's going to be a junior. My youngest is going to be in 8th grade. He'll be graduating in 2022 from 8th grade. So what does that look like? Putting together a family trip so that, in the summer, figuring out, putting some framework around that now so that Kylie will have some opportunity to, plan around that if she can, so she can join us. Again, just putting some goals and framework around all of that so that I can, hopefully be able to pull all of that off, right? Obviously, there's going to be bumps and there's going to be things that happen that are, unforeseen and might, not allow for some of that to happen. But for me, setting the groundwork and being able to look at what 2022 is going to look like really starts now. And then from a fitness perspective, what am I working on? I'm always working on something there. And I just got a new bike and that's been really, really fun. My husband and I went 20 miles on Sunday and that was wonderful. So just always giving myself something new, a new challenge. I feel like that keeps things fresh, that keeps things exciting. I never like things to get really stale. I think doing the same thing over and over for me just doesn't, I know that that doesn't work. So, just always trying to give myself that new challenge. So the other thing I have going on right now, so 75 hard is something that I have a lot of people in my life have done. There's a fitness challenge called 75 hard. And it's hard. And I'm not taking it on just yet. But I am taking on elements of it. And there's an element of it that I really, really love. And one of those pieces is that they set aside some time in the morning to read. I don't think it's just in the morning, but I think you have to read, 10 to 15 minutes or 20 minutes of some sort of motivational self-help, some sort of reading each day. And I've taken that on and it's really been wonderful. So I'm taking it on in the morning, setting some intention before I get out of bed, not rolling into social media and TikTok and all of that, and just giving myself some time. So I've picked up some books. I picked up The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, and it is really great. I'm just a little bit into this one, and I love I've read him before and I love his stuff. So just really putting me in the now, putting me in the present. I think it's really, really important. And, that's been really great. I like that these are all really different, and you'll see that in a second. And I'm really just kind of giving myself different things to focus on. I picked this one up, which I thought was right where I needed it. It's called Grit. And it's The Power of Passion and Perseverance. Definitely need passion and I have passion, but I need perseverance right now. So I haven't started this one yet, but I'm looking forward to it. This is Angela Duckworth, and I'll let you guys know, but just definitely looking forward to getting into that one. This is Ladies Get Paid, and this is by Claire Wasserman, or Wasserman, however you want to pronounce that. This one for me, this is near and dear to my heart because, and I haven't read it yet, so I'm looking forward to diving into it. But I also follow Anita Knotts. Anita is going to be at the Wings event on 11/11. If you haven't gotten your tickets, please get your tickets. But Anita is part of our panel, and one of her missions in life is to really, talk to women about financial freedom, talk to women about being financially educated. And I think, we're not as educated, and it's not as prevalent within our circles to talk about finances as it is within men's circles. And I just know from my experience and being part of an executive boardroom and things like that, there was a lot that I was missing. There were a lot of pieces in my career that I didn't know, and looking back, should have done things a little bit differently. So setting the stage that we are having those conversations and that we are, digging in a little bit. I think it's really important that we, make sure that we are financially educated and we've got the information we need to stand on our own 2 feet. And it's just such a passion of mine at this point. I'm not good in this arena. I'm good with my finances. I pay all my bills, all of that. But just knowing all the ins and outs of how to make really smart decisions with my money. And I think that we take for granted what we don't know. We don't know what we don't know. So I'm looking forward to you all meeting Anita, getting to know her a little bit better. She's starting out on an adventure for herself as well, called Lotus. And it's just an amazing organization that she's starting to build as well. So super excited to see that grow, and being able to take the skills that she has and transfer those to all of us. And then a fun one, this is Firefly Lane. I was told by a friend, stop watching it on Netflix and pick up the book. So I did. So haven't started this one either, but just a little bit of I'm going to alternate days, get a little deep, get a little light, go a little financial, all of that. So just setting my intentions when it comes to everything, really ironing out my goals. As I look to next year, I'm putting some structure around what I'm calling them as well. And as I finish up the Boost Life book, I'm putting some structure around that and calling them wings goals, because, you know, what are those big goals that are sort of that goal that's going to need, you know, some diligence each month to be able to go after it, and being able to track it and being able to set those intentions each month. So excited about all of that. So super, super excited. I hope that that it just sort of shakes you up and goes, and you go, wow, I need to set some intentions in a New Year's resolution, and I need to do it in August. It really does frame out the year. If you've got fitness goals, if you've got things that you want to do, don't wait for 1/1 to do it. I read once, don't wait for the 1st of January because you're worried about making it through the holidays. The holidays are, 4 days, 4 days. Don't hijack your whole fitness goal because you don't think you can stick to it on those 4 days. Do whatever you want for those 4 days, but it doesn't mean you can't have goals and do some wonderful things in that other time period. So the last thing I have for you guys today is a little plug for my amazing cousin. She just launched The Witch's Brew, and this is a sweet, sweet book. She published this book, and you can get it on Amazon. This is Megan Dagnino, and this is the beginning of such an adventure for her. You guys, this book is just precious. It is a tradition. She's an amazing party planner. Just a really creative soul, and she's been doing just wonderful things my whole life. She's just an amazing soul. But this is The Witch's Brew. It's finally here. We've been talking about it and planning for it. So pick up your copy and support her. This is her little puppy May, and he's on every page. But just a precious tradition, building a little, this is an ingredients list of The Witch's Brew. And it's a really great tradition, and that's my beautiful cousin Megan. So congrats, Megan. Congrats. You did a great job, honey. So have a great week, you guys. Set some intentions. Drop a line if you like the idea, or you're excited about setting some New Year's resolutions in August. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. See ya.